Well, this is it. Should we go inside? So this is it. This is where I'm living for the next 9 months. So you see here, we just walked in. Right in front of you is the closet. This is the most closet space I have ever had, and it is so amazing. Look at that. I can fit so many things, store so many things, which is really helpful for temporary living. Then to the left is the little bathroom, sink and toilet, the shower. I bought these curtains back home and didn't even mean for them to match the bathroom, but they match very, very well. I love it. Nice little window out to the back there. Here's the mirror. We're gonna ignore me. So I found this really cool thing. So I just realized the other day that this hole right here is one of those really old razor disposal holes. So after you use a straight razor, you put the razor blade in there. And they discovered this back when they used to. So this apartment is from the 1920s-ish. Originally, this building is when it was built. So that compartment, they've discovered when they tear down old houses and old buildings and they break through the walls, there's just a collection of razor blades back here. So I'm sure that if you busted into this wall, you would just find a bunch of razor blades back there, which is weird and fascinating at the same time. So here's the front door. Across from that, I have my little entryway, shoe rack, table, hand sanitizer and masks, my work stuff, keys, whatnot. I found this nice little bowl at an antique store. It was like $2 maybe, but it's what is it? Walnut wood. So it's very beautiful. We've already set up for Halloween, although my Halloween decorations are year round. So I got this nice shoe rack, which fits very nicely under my table. And then we have the bedroom space, which I've set up. Just a little bed, nice window, some curtains. It's a short bed, so I just have my little box bedside table. I got these shelves from Target, really, really nice, really easy to put together too. And I just needed someplace to put all my books and whatnot. So then you walk through here. We have our living room and office sort of area. So got some chairs, some lounge chairs, art project middle of, I like to lie on my stomach on the floor. And so when I do art, so it just kind of stays there for perpetually. I got a second shelf for all my art supplies, so that's not just stored in my box, you know, it's actually accessible, which is really nice. And then my desk workspace, laptop, monitor, calendar, the poster for the first show we did, which I designed. Just take a nice look at that. Woo, beautiful. And all my office supplies, electronics, whatnot. The pup, miss her so much. And then we enter into the kind of kitchen dining area. So this is another thing you can tell how old this place is, because we have these old radiators, which I think these are actually newer compared to when it was originally built, but they're still old. This is my alcohol party card. Well, party. I have games, movies, mail, and alcohol. Yeah. All my mixing stuff and whatnot. There's the door that goes to the bedroom and the main entry, and then into the kitchen dining room. It's small, but it works. Again, I'm the only person living here, so I got my table. My parents brought my table over. I've got some plants growing, aloe, green onions. I need to pot that mint plant. These are all my cacti and basil plants. This one I'm growing from scratch. But I needed basil before it was sprouted, so I bought some basil. So we got 2, which is nice because I use basil a lot. So another window. Here's our parking area out back. There's 6 people in this building, so there's 6 spots. It's nice. There's our alleyway. Nice little view. My chairs, 3 chairs, even though I haven't had anyone over. I just bought this table, which is why I was waiting to do this video, because I didn't have this set up, but finally got this table so I could put my tea stuff out, which originally I just had it on top of the fridge because I didn't have space. And then I have this little table for my produce, which I need to put my apples now that they're dry after I wash them. I'll put some apples in there. And onions and limes and stuff. I bought this dish also from the antique store. Fridge. I need to set up Pennywise, but I haven't regrown him yet. Microwave, toaster. I bought this knife block as well because a lot of my knives don't have covers, so I'd rather have that than have them in my drawer and stab myself every time I open them. So then I got these nice cupboards with all my stuff, and this really awesome space up top, which I've been able to utilize quite well for some bigger things and stuff that are a little too tall for the cabinets. So a kitchen window here to the side that just goes again to the side. There's our neighbor. They got some cool little greenhouse things over there. Goals, honestly. So yeah, that's my apartment. This is where I'm living for the next, well, it's already been 2 months, so the next 7 months. And yeah, it's really nice to live on my own. I lived in the dorms by myself for 2 years, which was much needed for college. And then I moved to an apartment and had roommates, which I love my roommates. I had some great roommates, but I just need space sometimes. And I think especially after being quarantined in our apartment, the 3 of us, for a good 5 months, it's a nice break to be able to live by myself and have all this space to myself. And it's so much space. It's not like too much space for one person, but I didn't realize how much space you kind of need to, it's nice to have different spots. I have my office space. My computer never goes in the bedroom area. I always keep it over here compared to lying in bed typing on my computer. Always stays over here, which is really nice. I can actually be productive. A lot of times I sit at my desk and that means I'm working. It's nice to have a space I can spread out all my art and, not have it on my bed or my desk and then be not able to work at my bed or sleep. So that's really nice too. And just having a table to sit at where I control what goes on it, so it's never full and taking up space. The other window will get into the back of the alley. There's my car, Lucy Lou right there. And then we have our other window out to the side, which this nice tree blocks. But we'll go to the bedroom window and show you through there. Oh, well, maybe. There's a little bit of Laramie, if you can see it. It's pretty smoky right now still. But yeah, doing well, living, surviving, adulting. Who knows? It's happening, so let me know how you guys are doing. Post-college, pandemic, living with your parents, which is totally great. Living on your own, a nice step, but intimidating. Yeah, how are you doing right now? That's my question. Have a good one.